Hey everybody, it's your boy SergDragon, and welcome back to another edition of the Heavens Monsters podcast. With me today, one second, let me turn off my camera, is Mike Henry.
If you're ready for another episode of the Heavens Monsters podcast, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
If you're ready for another episode of the Heavens Monsters podcast, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So today we're going to cover...
Down to business.
Oh yeah. Today we're going to cover 2 episodes of AEW on June 3rd and June 11th. Or is it 10th? Yeah, June 10th. No, my bad. I got the date wrong. So, let's go ahead and kick off the show. We kick off the show with Adam Page and Kip Sabian with Jimmy Havoc as his tag team partner. Well, actually in his corner, really. This match would be pretty interesting to know that they were definitely looking to win the tag team titles, but were denied that win. So it would be a singles competition between Kenny Omega and Adam Page. And wait, never mind. It is a tag team title shot. My bad. So, with that said, the winners of this match was the retaining champions, Kenny Omega and Adam Page. They haven't lost their touch. We get a segment early on with Shawn Spears and Tully Blanchard. He presents a briefcase that contains a wrestling glove, a black glove to be precise. Apparently, throughout history, that's on the commentators, they said from Excalibur, Jim Ross, and Tony Schiavone, they all said that there's a lot of history with wrestlers with wearing one single black glove. Hopefully, Shawn Spears will be one of those people in the mind of Tully Blanchard. Your thoughts?
I'm kind of surprised about Tully Blanchard and Shawn Spears. But back to the tag team main event. It was a great match.
Okay. Next thing on the list, Brian Cage makes his Dynamite debut. Well, actually, no. Hold up. Let me see. Was it the night before? Yeah, his second match in Dynamite. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. It's not the second. It's the second match. He ends up fighting a rookie named Sheen Dean and ends up winning with the drill claw. After which, Taz says that earlier today, he and Cage had a conversation about last week's Dynamite and what warned Moxley about. He says Moxley had a giggle in his throat when he spoke to him. But they don't play games, and it's not a joke. John better get his head right, or his head will be taken off. Beat him if you can. Survive if he lets you. Jon Moxley then comes out making his own statements, calling himself a shark, and saying that he plans on feasting on him. The two leave the arena respectfully, not laying a hand on one another. Your thoughts?
About what?
Cage and Moxley's confrontation.
You know Jon Moxley, he's still the champ. He's the champ.
Next up, Lance Archer is interviewed and he says that one loss doesn't mean anything after 20 years in the industry, and eventually everyone dies. Jake the Snake Robert has to apologize to the interview, saying that he didn't want him to get his hands on him. Your thoughts?
About
You didn't hear me? Well, it's Lance Archer saying that everybody dies in front of the interviewer.
Who the hell do you think Lance Archer is?
Bad motherfucker.
Bastard.
Mm-hmm. Private Party are at the club, and Hardy comes in. Matt says he enjoyed their tag team match last week, and he wanted to say that the bond those two have remind him of the bond of him and his brother. They were psyched to hear that being compared to the Hardy Boys. In which case, Cassidy provided Hardy an opportunity, saying to become Private Hardy Party. Hardy accepts. Hardy walks into the hallway and comes across Sammy Guevara, and he says they're cool. Sammy looks confused. What the hell? That man just tried to kill me. Why is he trying to talk to me like we're cool? Your thoughts?
Delete.
Oh, crud. Next, we have Chris Jericho versus Colt Cabana. As Jericho comes out, Sammy Guevara once again tries to sing with Jericho's theme music, Judas. And he does it terribly. Oh my goodness. Don't sing, Sammy. I know you're from Houston, but don't sing, please. Jericho wins with the Judas effect after Colt Cabana jumps off the top rope. Afterwards, after the match, Jericho calls Titus a piece of shit and says that Jericho versus Tyson is a match everyone wants to see, and he wants a taste of Mike Tyson's blood on his hands. Your thoughts on that?
I'd love to see a feud between Jericho and Tyson.
Also, in addition to this, I just remember that this match came about because of the fact that Colt Cabana was one of the people that was holding Jericho back during that tussle the week prior. So Jericho is blaming Colt is his fault. And it's like, why is it my fault? So this is what happened as a result. Next, we have the match between Nia Rose and Big Swole. This kind of had some altercations. Big Swole was definitely in the prime of winning, but Nia Rose power bombs her as the Beast Bomb, as she calls it, and wins the match. Although, if I think this is correct, yeah, that's the next on the 10th. Never mind. Wait. Hold up. We're back. You hear me, Mikey? We're back.
I'm back. I'm here.
Okay. Next up, we have FRT sit down for an interview and talk about the Young Bucks and how the people view a match between those two teams would be a dream match. However, he says that he doesn't see it that way since technically they've wrestled each other before on multiple occasions. Hold up, I got a sneeze coming.
You said FTR?
Yep. Formerly known as the
Rival.
Yeah. There it goes. I knew that was coming. Somebody's talking about me. It was only one sneeze. So, as for to what they said, the interview later, because of the fact that after the interview was done, coming down the stairs, courtesy of the fact that they got beaten up by FTR. Yeah, I gotta look that up. What does FTR mean? What does their name mean? He said fuck the something? Fuck the ring? I don't know. Butcher and Blade come down to pick a fight with them. And I didn't notice this. Oh my god. Because I'm used to seeing him with the mask. But the guy underneath the Blade's mask of Butcher and Blade is none other than the love interest of... What was her name? The bunny? Ashley?
Allie.
I knew it started with an A.
Impact.
Yeah, so remember that guy who was supposed to marry and then fell in love with Allie?
Braxton Sutter.
Yeah, Braxton. It was Braxton. Braxton's the Blade.
What the?
I didn't recognize him with the mask, but now that he's not wearing it, I recognize him right off the bat. Did you notice that?
Hell no, I can't believe it.
It made sense, because he was with Allie as a Black Bunny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that was cool. I did not know that. So Blade is Braxton Sutter. Yeah. And he's picking a fight with FTR, along with his buddy, Butcher. Ooh. And they'll see them next week, on the 10th, which we'll cover as well. Next, Sammy Guevara versus Colt Cabana, and Marc Quinn challenged for the TNA title and announced for the next week, as well as the Inner Circle versus Orange Cassidy and Best Friends and FTR versus the Butcher and the Blade. Jon Moxley will also compete on AEW Dark. That's what it says here. Oh, okay. I gotta catch up on AEW Dark. I gotta catch up on that. You can watch it on YouTube, on their official YouTube page. So next is Colt Cabana is interviewed backstage, and he says that he's shown that he can hang with the big guys on television, and he has a great record. However, he is still missing big victories. Then comes Brody Lee, the Exalted One, leader of the Dark Order. And he gives him an offer to join the Dark Order. What he does after a loss matters, and Brody says he can help him. Lee gives him a bottle of water. Colt says that he doesn't want any part of that. Your thoughts, Mikey?
I'm kind of surprised. I'm just kind of surprised.
Brody Lee?
I cannot believe they insulted one Brody Lee.
Mm-hmm. Next, we have Cody Rhodes going against Jungle Boy on his first defense on a TNT title. I heard that. This match would be extremely grueling, including the fact that, if I remember correctly, Cody Rhodes was bleeding during this match. Still, Cody fought very hard and managed to jump on him real quick from behind and put the crossroads on him, thus got him the win and retained his title, the TNT title. He showed great admiration and respect to Jungle Boy, where both the Elite as well as the Jurassic Express came out to congratulate those two on an amazing match. Title match. How you feel about that?
Cody, despite the blood, Cody fought tooth and nail.
All right, do the setup, Mikey, because I'm looking up the 10th right now.
While he does that, a shout out to the Heavens Monsters podcast. Myself, Sergio, Andre, and Xavier. A link to our YouTube page will be switched down below. Also, shout out to Chris, T Money, aka Terrence, Delvin, Pharaoh, and of course, Renee.
I'm looking at these websites and see what I can find, because not all the time do they have the results. Yeah, I got June 10th. I can hear you, Ma.
What do you want?
She's getting on the dogs. Okay, what the hell? Oh, what the? This is dumb. It gave me NXT. Why you gave me NXT? I got AEW, you stupid. Okay, this is weird. Pop my arm. Nah, I want more talk. I found one that gave me results, but I want the inner. There you go. Okay. We start June 10th with Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, Jim Ross, and a surprising return to the commentary booth, de Le Champion Chris Jericho, and his baseball bat. What was the name of the baseball bat? He had a name for it. Right? I forgot the name. Ford? I think it was Ford.
Who cares? That is.
We start the night with a debut of FTR going up against Butcher and the Blade. Oh, we got their names too. FTR, Dax Hardwood, and Cash Wheeler. Oh. Let me see if we get a result. Hold up. Yep. FTR connected with the Goodnight Express on the Butcher and then the Mindbreaker stuffed pile driver for the pinfall on Blade. The winners, FTR. I had to make sure because I'm like, wait a minute. How'd they won? Tony Schiavone joined FTR in the ring to interview them about their big win. The Young Bucks interrupted that though, came out to congratulate them. We don't want to be rude. The match was great, said Nick Jackson. You two helped us out in a jam weeks ago, but you sort of failed to properly introduce yourselves. We'll be your best tag team. We're the Young Bucks. It's nice to meet you, finally, said Matt Jackson. From behind, Butch and Blade blindsided Matt Jackson, Kip Sabian, and Jimmy Havoc jumped into the ring, and the Kenny Omega and Hangman Page ran out. It was a chaos for teams sizing up for the top level of world-class competition. Woo! Yeah, that was. We had so many teams in that ring. I was like, are we having a battle royale for the titles right now? No. It was crazy, huh, bro? You hear me, Mikey?
I hear you.
Your thoughts?
About FTR?
About everybody, all the tag teams running into the ring.
All hell just broke loose.
Don't trust anybody, said Jim Ross.
Good old JR.
Dasha was backstage with the Natural Nightmares with breaking news. Next week, they'll be facing AEW Tag Team Champions Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. QT was with Ali and saying that it was his girlfriend. I actually talked it up with T-Money earlier and asked, wait, are they really dating? I thought, are they not going out together? Nope. The Blade and the Bunny are still together. Believe it or not. It's just storyline-wise, she's dating QT for a little bit. And mingling within the Nightmare family. In which case, Dustin Rhodes says to QT that he needs him to focus on their upcoming tag team match. He needs his head in the game. Your thoughts?
Funny.
AEW's Women's Champion Hikaru Shida and the Galaxy's Greatest Alien Chris Statlander versus the Native Beast Nyla Rose and Penelope Ford, accompanied by Superbad Kip Sabian.
Oh boy.
I remember this match. And ended very, very upsetting for those who love the baby faces. Nyla Rose drop kicked on this leaning over the top rope both Chris Statlander and Hikaru at the same time. And Hikaru skydived to take care of Kip Sabian when he tried to get the legs up on Hikaru, distracting referee, not knowing that the title was thrown by Nyla Rose into the hands of Penelope Ford, and she hit Hikaru with her own title, and then throws the title belt back to Nyla Rose to hide, and she gets the 1, 2, 3. Your thoughts?
My take is Kip Sabian should have been tossed.
Should
have been tossed.
The referee didn't see none of it, though. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Now the question is, who is Hikaru Shida's going to defend? Don't tell me it's not Rose again.
No, most likely Penelope Ford looks like she might be the runner-up.
Well, now it could be Hikaru versus Penelope.
Probably.
With that bastard Sabian.
Oh, yeah. A video package aired on Darby Allin when his iconic skateboarding Tony Hawk. He's trying to make stunts on top of a ladder and skateboard off of it into the ramp and try as he might. He kept failing until he finally got it and everybody went, woo, yeah. That's a hard stunt to do. It really is. And I'm not a skateboarder, but I know for a fact that takes a lot of skill and patience. Next, it was time for a six-man tag team match. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy and best friends Chuck Taylor and Trent versus Inner Circle members Jake Hager, Santana, and Ortiz. Fun fact, Chris Jericho, the Le Champion, was making fun of Trent, saying that he lost his last name in a bet. And if Chuck ain't careful, he might lose his last name. I was like, huh? What the heck? Ultimately, in this match, it would be Santana whipped out. Oh, wait. That's after the match. Hold up. There we go. Trent took to the skies with a Topas Suicina on Jake Hager. Trent speared Ortiz onto the outside. Chuck Taylor hit Santana with a Topa Congura, whatever that is. Suicide dive at a different scale, I guess. As best friends went out to hug, Inner Circle seized the moment to unleash a onslaught of offense on them. Hager hit a Vader bomb on Trent and thus we got Chris Jericho screaming, we're going to call that the Hager Bomb from now on.
Hager Bomb, give me a break.
Trent railed back and spiked Ortiz with a swinging DDT. Orange was tagged in and faced off with Jake Hager. Orange Cassidy. Okay. Hold up. Alright. So I ran out of space and I had to make room, but I looked back. The data was saved. It wasn't corrupted, so the video was okay. And we left off. You still with it, Mikey?
I'm still here.
Good. We left off when Jericho called the bomb. Yeah. Vader bomb. He called the Vader bomb. They're gonna call it the Hager bomb, and that's what you said. Hager bomb. You gotta be kidding me. So we'll leave off right where we did that. Trent reeled back and spiked Ortiz with a swinging DDT. Orange was tagged in and faced off with Jake Hager. Orange Cassidy single-handedly took out all 3 members of the Inner Circle in that match with a stunning sequence of offense. Ortiz wiped out Orange with a variety of cannonballs in the corner. An assist from Chuck Taylor, Orange Cassidy managed to roll up Ortiz for the pin. Jericho was absolutely livid with the fact that Best Friends won. So he came out there with his baseball bat and started for the swinging. Insult to injury, that wasn't the end. They would bring out a bunch of oranges, blood oranges, and put it all in one basket, and Chris Jericho would swing at Orange Cassidy's head, causing him to bleed in a pool of his own blood. Your thoughts, Mike?
Weird.
As you said before, Inner Circle strikes
Inner Circle strikes again.
There you go. That's got to be 20 pounds of blood oranges, said Tony Schiavone.
I mean, where the hell you get these bloody ass oranges? Unbelievable.
Grocery store.
Unbelievable.
Tony Schiavone was about to interview the Gun Club at ringside, but MJF managed to grab the microphone. Oh, so that's what they're called? The Gun Club. Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn. And his 2 sons. You hear me, Mikey? So, as he grabs the mic, he goes and says things like, "There's nothing wrong with Sammy, what the hell? Oh, MJF insults Bill's son. Bill warned MJF not to do it again. Wardlow stares down Bill as MJF backpedaled from the Gun Club." Was that what they called himself? The Gun Club? I guess that's who he was teaming up with when he was fighting against Bullet Club in Japan Wrestling. I like it. Sammy gave the middle finger. Wait. Up next was Spanish God Sammy Guevara and Boom Boom Colt Cabana. As soon as Colt Cabana comes in, he actually rides on his scooter, the Hit Me Up Mobile, as Sammy calls it. Sammy gave the middle finger to Colt Cabana, and Colt laughed and insulted him right back. They were sticking middle fingers at each other until finally Colt Cabana started swinging, and the match really started. And there's commentary. Sammy, at the end, this is the end part. Sammy got caught up in the top rope by Cabana, who sent Sammy down hard. Cabana, excited to a beautiful moonsault press, Cabana went for the rare reverse Chicago skyline, but he slipped. Sammy quickly captivated on the Colt Cabana's mistake and pinned Colt after the GTH. After which, Evil Uno and Grayson, Brody Lee, and the rest of the Dark Order walked onto stage, ultimately to have Ultimate One offer a hand to Colt Cabana and help him get back to his feet. Colt looked confused as the Dark Order walked off. And what's more interesting is the fact that Colt Cabana, moments later, followed them out of stage and into the back. And we're like, wait, is he considering it? He's following him.
No way.
So that's iffy. Where is Colt Cabana going to be in the next episode of Dynamite?
Colt Cabana, but what the hell's going on with him?
No idea.
I'm asking, what the hell's going on with Colt Cabana?
I know. He's on a losing streak, bro.
Oh boy.
He's desperate. You know what desperate men will do. Sammy grabbed the microphone and claimed he was the best. Matt Hardy music hits and interrupts Sammy. Why are you here? Sammy Guevara says. And he compliments him the whole time. He's complimenting him on he's the future, but he needs to get rid of Chris Jericho. And he said, Sammy Guevara reacts saying that he doesn't trust him because he tried to ran over him twice. Which Matt was that? Matt begins shifting through his many vessels. In which case, he was trying to tell him that one point, Matt Hardy has excellent aim. So if he wanted to hit him, is what he was trying to say with the card, he would have. But he didn't get him. Sammy Guevara cut him off saying that he doesn't trust him. And so then the broken Matt Hardy came out and said, I will smash you, Samuel. Delete, delete, delete. These events that are about to transpire must be documented, as he said.
Broken, Matt, broken, whatever you call it. Like I said, broken, whatever you call it. He wants Sammy Guevara.
Okay, what we got here? The bad boy, Joey Janela, was seen doing shots at a bar, reflecting on AEW journey thus far. Somewhere in the last 6 months, I sort of lost my direction, but it's a promo. In which case, Janela was drinking alone and stumbled out to the street. The concrete Rose, Sonny Kiss, happened to be driving by and spotted Janela. He offered Janela a ride to the bad boy, and he accepted. The bad boy accepted. To be continued, as it says. We'll have to wait next week to see what happens between Sonny and Janela. Dasha, one of the interviewers, caught up with Colt Cabana backstage after losing to Chris Jericho, now to Sammy, is what's brought this up. Colt ignored Dasha. Colt knocked on the door of Brody Lee and off his door and walked in. Oh boy. Oh boy. Looks like the Dark Order just got a new member. You hear me?
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
He walked in that office. Next up, we have Jon Moxley arrived outside the arena, and broadcaster team member Alex Marvell tried to get a word with the champ. Ultimately, Jon Moxley was mouthing off, talking about Taz, talking about Brian Cage. Taz, who was watching this and enjoying his comfort of his trailer, walked out to get these words out of him, and Brian Cage snuck up from behind him, and it was just a street fight in every sense of the word. With one swing and a miss from Jon Moxley with a metal pipe, broke a car window. I don't know whose car that was, but it got broken glass in it now. Jon Moxley missed and gave Brian Cage the edge to the means to actually grab him and fling him on top of the car in question and break the glass, and Jon Moxley is in agonizing pain. And it said, we'll see you at Fyter Fest. Your thoughts on that, Mikey?
How? I'm telling you, Jon Moxley's not down without a fight.
Yeah, he went down, though, with a fight.
With Brian Cage.
Also, in other news, apparently instead of a pay-per-view night, it is official. It will be a 2-night special in July. Where Fyter Fest will happen one night on Wednesday and then move on to the next Wednesday. So instead of AEW Dynamite, we'll have AEW Fyter Fest Part 1 and 2. You can thank the quarantine events going on for that.
This quarantine guy, it's been lasting for several months.
4 months? 4 months now? 4 months, yeah. 4 months.
4 months?
Mm-hmm. Started in March. We're in June now.
Like I said, just end the quarantine and bring back the fans.
It's a precaution. But people are being dumb and still spreading the quarantine. Especially with what's going on with the protests. They're supposed to stay home, but a lot of people are catching it. I understand the protest, but damn, they messed. Making it worse. So we now have the main event where the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, with the Nightmare family, Coach Arn Anderson, and against him is from Private Party, Marc Quinn, alongside his tag team partner, Isaiah Cassidy, and Matt Hardy, representing their new music, their new entrance music at that. You notice that? Ooh, they got new music. And Matt Hardy's got two musics. One's with piano and one with not the piano. So to wrap this up, we have... Marc Quinn gave Cody Rhodes a run for his money, but Cody kept fighting and proving why he is the champion. Beating Marc and Quinn and defending his title for a second match. Yep, he made him submit. There you go. Cody Rhodes made Quinn submit. He locked his legs in.
So Cody won by submission.
Uh-huh.
Good.
After which, and yeah, I reached the bottom of the page. Here we go, bro. This is the part that upset me. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it. Jake Hager walked out of the ramp and confronted the American Dream. He approached Cody, but was put his hands on R. Anderson. That's not true. R. Anderson actually walked up and tried to stop Jake Hager from entering the ring, and he shoved him. Cody tried to defend Anderson, but Hager dropped and exhausted Cody. Private Party and Matt Hardy came to assist Cody Rhodes, but the Inner Circle then joined the fight, and then the hell broke loose. Jake, and this was said, Jake, I think I know your answer. You want... Yo, this is Cody who says this. He says, I think I know your answer. You want a TNT title match at Fyter Fest. You got it. So between Jon Moxley going against Brian Cage, we also got Cody Rhodes going up against Jake Hager.
Oh my God.
Woo! 2 matches confirmed. I don't know if there's any others, but I know those 2 are going to be some of the biggest matches we're going to be expecting. And that'll be it for tonight on that note. Anything else to comment, my brother?
Oh, did you mention about Big Swole and Dr. Britt Baker?
There you go. That's what I was trying to mention. Yeah, Britt Baker is on the warpath. This did happen on the 3rd. Big Swole was distracted by Britt Baker, who was talking to her, trying to steal the spotlight. Courtesy of Big Swole's backstory, the egotistical Dr. Britt Baker, thank you, was putting her ego trip through the ringer, and ultimately was saying that her story means nothing. Hers is greater. Her origin story, her struggles. So while she's recuperating, she's taking shots at Big Swole. Your thoughts?
I just hope Big Swole whoops Dr. Baker's ass.
When she gets back in the ring.
Yeah, but now that Dr. Baker is dealing with a knee injury she suffered back at all or nothing. I believe it was all nothing.
Anything else?
That should be. I hope we didn't leave anything.
No. This kind of thing covers everything, even the interviews. So we didn't miss anything.
Like I said, I hope that Dr. Baker's knee gets healed up so Big Swole can whoop her ass.
Mm-hmm.
And then sit on that wheelchair. Look at that wheelchair. What the hell is that? A dog cart or something?
No, I think it was a Jeep.
Something like that. With Big Swole trying to pick up a chair and threaten to hit Baker.
Yeah, I was hoping she would too.
But like I said, that was the one that we forgot to mention. Big Swole is Dr. Baker.
With that said, you ready to end this video?
Let's do it.
Alright. Get your camera on.
Alright.
There you go. Turn off my camera. There we go. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. You didn't? Give it a thumbs down. Hit the subscribe button, like the content. Hit that notification bell for the next Heaven's Monsters podcast. I'm SergDragon. And this right here, who I'm pointing at, is Mike Henry. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Backlash Tuesday.
Backlash on Tuesday. Yes. Later, y'all.